Welcome to the future.
Welcome to the Muxall Open IoT channel. I am your host, Michael Crane. Okay, so today we're going to be replacing the stock Traeger controller with the Muxall Pro BBQ Controller. And it's going to come in a box similar to this, plain white, so no one knows what it is. I'm just kidding. But it will come in a box about this size. It'll have a label, I'm sure. Okay, now to do this, you don't need very many tools. Of course, you need your ice chest, right? And the ice chest is just to be used as a table, right? Wink, wink. So, okay, we got our table, we've got our controller, and let's get started. All right. So first, if your barbecue has a tail, it'd probably be easier to remove the tail. So I'm going to go ahead and remove the tail on this guy. All right. Tail is removed. And then I'm going to put on my eyeballs here. Okay, so step 2 is remove the screws from the old controller. Also, probably the very first thing you want to do before you do anything, except for maybe removing the tail, is you want to make sure it's unplugged. All right. Yeah, you don't want to be working on this thing plugged into the mains power. That's a good way to electrocute yourself and ruin your day. So you can see our stock controller is wired up here. Oh, the tools we're going to be using today are crosshead or Phillips screwdriver and a small, this is 2.4 by 25. Guessing that's in millimeters, doesn't say. And you'll need them for both controllers actually. And it's to remove the temperature probe inside the chamber. There's a chamber probe, right? Or the pit probe, whichever you prefer to call it. So just kind of loosen these guys up, pull them out, and set them off to the side. And then the rest of the connectors are connected with these white Molex connectors, and they just pull apart like that. And if your barbecue doesn't have are not color coded like this, make sure to color code them so you know which goes where. Red is the auger, purple is the igniter, orange is the fan, and of course the black and white is power. And that guy is way up underneath here. All right. Okay. Done. So there's your stock Traeger controller, right? So we'll just set him off to the side over here. And now we're going to unbox our Muxall Pro BBQ Controller. Now make sure to save the box, especially if you're one of the testers and you need to send it back to me. All right. This is a beta test controller, so it's got a 3D printed faceplate. The production controllers will have an anodized aluminum faceplate on it. It'll be about the same size and shape, except it'll be nice, beautifully anodized aluminum. You can get in different colors of black, blue, red, or gold. Now we're going to install this guy, right? With the Muxall Pro controller, you usually would put the chamber, and it says chamber right there. I don't know if you can see it or not. You put the wire straight into the terminal block there. Since these little bitty wires, so small, and there's only 2 of them, the advanced temperature measurement system inside this guy needs a jumper. And so I built this adapter right here. That's basically, it has a built-in jumper that'll fit in this terminal block right here. And then you can just put the 2 wires straight in this little bitty terminal block. Wire up the chamber temp probe. If you have a 3-wire chamber probe, which most people don't, you won't need it, but this requires it. In case you're wondering, these probes, the Traeger probe, chamber temp or pit probe, whatever you want to call it, is a PT1000 2-wire RTD, and it is not polarized, so it does not matter which way you put those wires in. Polarized meaning there's not a positive and a negative. It's just you can put them in there either way. That was actually the hard part right there. So now we're going to go ahead and wire it up. So purple on the controller is the igniter. Yeah, we'll go ahead and get that guy plugged in there. These are just Molex connectors. They're keyed, so you can only plug them in one way. The red wire is the auger. Okay, and on the newer Traeger grills, these will all be color coded, so you just match up the colors, right? And let's see, this is the fan right here, and fan is orange. Black is power. Another thing you want to make sure is none of the wires are in the fan of the auger, because it will ruin both, probably. I doubt if it would ruin the wires, but it would probably ruin the auger because it wouldn't be able to turn. We'll go ahead and mount it with the same orientation as the original controller. That's all there was to it. I don't know how long that take. How long did that take? 10 minutes? Plugged in, so let's fire this guy up. You have to pull the toggle switch, turn it on. You pull it out and move it. Just keep it from getting knocked while it's running. You know, in case you brush against it, you don't want to turn off your barbecue in the middle of a cook. One of the things I wanted to show you is I don't recommend leaving the LCD in direct sunlight like this, especially if it's hot. Direct sunlight will damage the LCD. But I did want to show you how nice and beautiful that LCD is in direct sunlight. I mean, if I got my cell phone out and put it right next to it, you couldn't see anything on it. But yeah, that's the beauty of this LCD right here. Is not only does it have a panel light, which basically lights up the back, as it's transflective, meaning that the sunlight actually bounces off the back of this LCD and acts like the backlight. To turn on the barbecue, you got to press and hold the stop-start button for at least 4 seconds. I think it's 4, and it's going to start into a warm-up state, as you can see. I think I'm gonna just go ahead and adjust the temperature up. Let's just start at let's just start at 250, and I'm gonna hit enter. So we've got about 4 minutes left for the warm-up cycle to end, and then it's going to go into profile 1, which, since we're just using the front panel right here, it's just going to stay on profile 1 forever, and so it'll just hit 250. And this is really nice if you just want to throw some burgers on there. You don't care about, setting up the computer or using your phone. Come out, turn it on, whatever temperature you want, and let her rip. Let's give it a few minutes, make sure this thing's gonna work okay. But I do hear the fan running. We should see some smoke coming out of here pretty soon. Oh, there it goes. I see some smoke. It's heating up, and everything seems to be working. So
don't forget, you can support the Muxall Open IoT channel by donation using a credit card and PayPal, or by purchasing products at the Muxall store. Details and links are in the description under this video. Well, that's it for this video. If you liked the video, give it a big thumbs up, that helps, and hit the subscribe button, that really helps. If you have any questions or comments, post them in the comments under this video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.